This crazy shoplifting story will always be referred to as the Superman story by everybody involved, my colleagues, everybody that witnessed it. Why would we compare a shoplifter to one of the most legendary superheroes of all time? You're about to find out. Here we go. All right, so I'm working one day and I'm watching the cameras, and in comes two of the shadiest looking characters I've ever seen in my life. One actually has a sweatshirt that says Shady on the front. They walk to the back of the store and they immediately pull out security device openers. So they had devices that would go through all our security devices. So they were clearly professionals. I also saw one had a knife that he pulled out to open one of the packages. So in that case, when there's a weapon, we contact the police right away. So I did that, but then I also got several people in my office to help me out, as I did in crazy situations. One of them, and you know who you are, Triple B, was a former loss prevention manager and definitely could handle himself. And then a couple of my usual backups. So I felt pretty good about the situation, and I thought the police were on the way. So anyway, these two characters go to the back of the store and they just start loading up on electronics, stuffing it in every possible orifice they could think of. So me and my crew were ready to pounce, hoping the police department's going to be on their way. And then all of a sudden I get a call from the dispatcher. They tell me, "Hey George, you know we've usually got your back, but it's shift change, so we're going to be a little late. But once they get there, you're going to be really proud of us." And I was like, "What do you mean I'm going to be proud of you? I just need you here now because these guys have weapons and who knows what's going to happen." "Don't worry, George, we'll be there as soon as we can." So they're about to leave the store. So me and the crew go out to stop them. Immediately, one of them runs out the door. The other one starts fighting. And it's a knockdown, drag out fight. And the former loss prevention manager, again, you know who you are, takes over the fight of the guy that's inside. Now, the gentleman that I left the shoplifter in good hands with and the rest of the crew that was helping me, I knew they were fine. So I immediately ran after the guy outside. So I'm in a dead sprint after this guy, and I'm trying my best to keep up with him. He got a little head start on me though. So I'm running, he's running. What I didn't realize the dispatcher was talking about is that they were pretty much sending the entire Council Bluffs Police Department, which was awesome. So all of a sudden, the parking lot of our retailer looked like a scene out of Smokey and the Bandit. I swear there were just a line of police cruisers coming out that parking lot. I mean, it was crazy. So I saw all this, the shoplifter did not, because he was so determined to run from me that he was just so focused. So he keeps running, and as these police cruisers approach, he didn't realize it, and man, he just nails one. The officer tried to swerve out of the way, but this guy didn't even realize it, and he just Supermaned the hood of this car. He just nailed it and flew right over the front of it. He landed on the top of the car, kind of did a roll, and then fell to the ground. So I'm like, okay, the police department have this handled. I'm gonna turn around and go help my friend inside. I come back inside and they're still fighting. It's just a crazy knockdown, drag out fight in our foyer. It's just nuts. So I just start screaming. One of the most unprofessional days of my life because I'm screaming things I shouldn't be screaming in a retail environment. Trying to get this guy to stop. We're trying to wrestle him down. One of the police officers outside hears me screaming, comes inside and just slide tackles this guy. Takes him down, gets him handcuffed, and finally he was subdued. The guy outside probably didn't even know where he was after his incident with the police car. It was just craziness. So the police department helped us wrangle them inside. We had them arrested. They were both taken to jail because of the drugs they had on them and the weapons they had on them and so on and so forth. So it was a happy ending. It could have gone horribly wrong, but that's just the way of loss prevention. When you go out to detain somebody, you just have no idea what's going to happen. And in this case, it was pretty crazy. I'll also never forget that somebody we were training was coming to work that day, and he showed up just as the gentleman supermaned the car, and he got out of his car thinking, oh my God, what did I just miss? He could have had one of the most exciting first or second days in loss prevention ever, but he just missed it. Anyway, it's another one of our crazy tales. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to share your own video, send me a message. We can do it with the WhatsApp, Google Drive, Messenger, iCloud link, however. But I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear you tell your own story and give it that special flavor that only you can give it. Until next time, peace and love.